again.
Well, Jack, what's your opinion on Blackpool West Ham?
I think West Ham will go up. Personally, I think they're a better team. They finished third. What are you doing that for?
Yeah, they finished third.
Anyway, finished third. So, and I just think that on the day, I just think West Ham will win. I think they will take more fans to Wembley than Blackpool, and I think that'll make a difference.
So one Blackpool, one West Ham. Tom?
We'll make it 2-1 Blackpool. Because I genuinely thought Blackpool would get into the playoffs from day one. I didn't think, to be honest, they'd get past semi-finals, but I like Ian Holloway. I think he's done the right thing. He could have very easily bought ageing players. I know he bought Kevin Phillips, and I know he bought Luar into the club. But what he also did was he gave Paul Ince's son, Thomas Ince, a chance, and also Matty Phillips. And them two, they're both early 20s. They have done fantastic and will help Blackpool, in my opinion, propel and beat West Ham 2-1 at Wembley on Saturday.
And Kevin Phillips, he's actually a very underrated signing. He always gets goals wherever he goes, which is invaluable, especially in a league like the Championship.
Jack, what's your highlight?
Well, it's not a sporting one, it's a film one. The film, actually, that I'm referring to came out today. Sacha Baron Cohen's new film, The Dictator.
Look, very much forward to watching that.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Yeah. Anything to say on it?
Oh, it's about... What, sorry? Oh, sorry. The film is about a dictator in the Republic of, I believe it's Waziristan. It's a made-up republic. And Sacha Baron Cohen, he's dictator, and then he's whilst he's on a trip to America, he's kicked out of power by his brother, and he has to go back through it, and he has to regain power, and it's a story of that, and it's got very good reviews, at least 4 stars from what I've read from Guardian, Times, and so forth. But yeah, very much looking forward to seeing another Sacha Baron Cohen film.
Right, well, Tom,
well,
what are you looking forward to?
As your wrestling expert, WWE Over the Limit is approaching us. Not the greatest pay-per-view in the world, it doesn't look like, but I've got hope. CM Punk defending the WWE Championship against Daniel Bryan. I've got to be honest, I can't wait for that. 2 men who I remember watching 8 years ago in Ring of Honor. It should be a classic. And also, Big Johnny, John Laurinaitis. His job on the line, where he will be fighting the guy with the thickest shoulder in the world. John, you can't see me, Cena. Dale Harris, big fan of Cena.
Well, I hope you got the sarcasm in that. Because we're all excited. He said he was taking a break, a long break. And
one day later,
he came back the next night.
Less than 24 hours later. He made the announcement at 10 p.m. American time, 8 p.m. American time the next day, so 22 hours later, he returned. That was his long break.
I know Mr. Feeney here was very excited about that.
I was.
Because he's a big Cena fan.
I think he does a lot of work. Look, with his limited skills and ability, he does a lot of charity work, and he deserves credit for that.
He does deserve credit for that.
Yeah, he does.
But it doesn't pay away from the fact his character's gone stale and boring, and I've run out of words.
Sorry, can I just ask what particular charity work does
Mr.
Cena do?
Make a wish. He's granted 126 wishes so far. That is meeting
the B-Star campaign as well.
Yeah, meeting children and granting their wish of meeting him. And I've just got to say,
granted my wish.
He went. Go on, Dale. What's your wish?
Of him to turn heel.
Well, if you become sick enough, you might one day he might do it for you. But I've just got to say, people who criticise him. Before WrestleMania, there was a lad who had cancer. It was advanced, and John Cena met him, and everyone thought that's great. But what John Cena then did was, the day later, he got him front row tickets to WrestleMania and flights, accommodation, VIP treatment. And it's things like that. It restores your faith in humanity. When people do that, he deserves so much credit for that.
I do not deny he's a nice guy. He seems a great guy, to be honest.
You just don't think he can wrestle?
Well, he can, obviously. In real life, if I met him in real life, I'd shake his hand and, be quite happy to meet him. But I'm just saying, like, character-wise, it's like if you saw someone say in EastEnders who's like a serial killer, you wouldn't start shouting at them in the street.
Some would.
Oh, yes, some
Yeah.
idiots have. But as a kind of educated person, you wouldn't really.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, Ryle, time is fast approaching. We're near the end of a great episode. And this is something that we've not done before. Dale.
Yes.
Jack.
Yeah. Just going to say, 19th of May, don't get married. Do not get married on the 19th of May because, of
Why?
course, not only is it the Championship playoff final and the final of the Heineken Cup, it's also, and we haven't talked about this yet, it's the final of the Champions League.
Oh, yeah, well, we haven't mentioned that, and we're gonna. And I knew there was something written. And, Jack. Dale,
Yeah,
predictions?
I think Bayern Munich will be too strong. With home advantage, I think they've got a better team. Chelsea got a few players suspended. I think we're pretty comfortable for Bayern in the end.
I think Bayern Munich will win, although I do feel that Chelsea will be helped because, in a way, I think Bayern Munich have got the pressure on them as the home side. I think Bayern Munich will be the favourites, personally.
Well, personally, I think it will be a Muller delight for Bayern Munich. I think Thomas Muller will have a great game. And, well, thank you. I think Bayern Munich will win 2-0.
Well, I think after the game, 'cause we are predicting the Munich will win, Chelsea will hit the Drogba and go for a night on the town and drown their sorrows. Well, that's about it, I believe, for episode.
Jack
this
Jack
episode.
wants to
I
speak.
wanted to give my prediction.
I thought you gave
think-
your prediction.
No, yeah, I said who I think will win. I didn't say who'll score. I think it'll be 2-0 to Bayern Munich.
Same as me. Well,
You said 2-1.
anyway, so that's all we've had time for. And yes, Jack Elliott, we do call him Mr. Insanity. And that's the reason why. He's so unpredictable. He's like Brian Pillman. Anyway, from me, Tom Feeney.
Me, Dale Harris.
Me, Jack Elliott.
Thank you so much for listening to Blah.
D.
Blah.
Thank you and goodbye. Remember to follow Blardy Blah on Twitter, that's at the Blardy Blah. And follow me, Tom Feeney, that's at THOMASFEAHEMY.
And at Dale Harris, 1991.
At Jack Elliott, 1993.
Thank you for listening to Blardy Blah. Thank you and goodbye. Sponsored by Sporting Viewpoint. It's a good site, you know.